Hey guys, so how are we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex update. Sorry about the lack of Forex update yesterday. Mondays are usually quite busy for me, especially every other Monday, because I have to go out and get my hair cut, and then I have to cook loads of chicken as well to keep me going for the next few days. And yeah, just Mondays are generally busy. So yeah, apologies for no Forex video yesterday, but here is our Forex video today. So straight over to those charts. So yeah, Euro US dollar first on the daily. So yeah, you can see we have been finding ourselves within this range here. It is looking like we are potentially going to want to come and test to this lower level here on the daily, so around 1.17. So yeah, obviously be aware of that. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously you can see we've got a bit of a short-term downtrend here. So unless we do get supported here, take out the high of yesterday's candle, which we look to try and get up to earlier today. But yesterday's candle was a pretty bearish candle. The day before was a pretty bearish candle. So yeah, I mean, the bias would be to the downside, but the longer-term trend is up. And we are looking at the moment to try and regain the 21. So there is hope. There is obviously hope, but I think maybe we'll get a bit of a liquidity hunt down here and then see what happens really, because it may end up being a trend change, but obviously the trend is strong to the upside, so that wouldn't be the most likely scenario in my mind. Nothing really to read TD wise off that 12-hour. And I mean, you can see the clear pattern we had here: high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and now we've got a tightening range of a high, of basically a lower high, and then a higher low, and then what at the moment is a lower high. So we are going to make a move one way or the other. Will it be to the upside? I mean, yeah, like I said, the trigger would probably be this level, but above this high here, or would it be this to the downside, where, well, realistically, you could say below this level here. But yeah, probably more likely that would accelerate the price more down to this level. So right, over to cable. Cable on the daily. So cable on the daily, a bit of indecision here, looking like we're just in the range really. Playing around with that daily 21. Are we going to get supported and squeezed back above, or are we going to play some downside? Obviously, moving average posture looking good, trend overall looking bullish, so you would give the upward bias here, and you can see bearish candle yesterday but making progress today. Again, similar, take out the high of that candle, take out this level, we would be looking good for moves to the upside. 12-hour, not really too much to read here off the 12-hour. We nearly got a 12-hour 9, as you can see previously, nearly got the 12-hour 9 here. But yeah, we rallied a bit before that. Dollar index, the all-important dollar index, how is it doing? So it kind of lost the trend line, trying to regain it. Could this just be a back test? This is obviously on the 12-hour. On the daily, that is the daily 21 we just managed to get over. So yeah, at the moment we're holding above it, but it's an important level here really, the daily 21 and this trend line. If we lose this, then I think we are just coming back down. But if we gain this, yeah, I mean, if we gain this level here, yeah, I'm looking for another push up to around here, and then see if we can break that, and then just see, well, we'll have to see how we interact with that level basically. But yeah, you can see more clearly here this trend line's kind of lost, so it's gotta make its mind up basically. But yeah, I mean, like you can see here, if we get above here, we will be looking for good for another move upwards. Euro, pound, on the daily, yeah, in a wide range here, as you can see. Not really a lot of direction, not really much to read into this. I would say I'd have a downward bias, just based on this immediate price action. Yeah, I mean, if we lose this and start closing below, I would expect to move down to about here, maybe down to the 200 daily. There won't be much TD wise on these higher time frames because of all the price flipping. I mean, that doesn't really count as a 9 when you moved all that way back up. Obviously it is a 9, but it doesn't really count as one as looking for one that's going to give us a good move. This 4-hour 9, I mean, if we are ranging and not doing much, 4-hour 9s are okay usually, and that one did give us a little bit of downside. Aussie dollar Swiss franc on the daily, God, middle of the range. It's even more tight in middle of the range now. So yeah, nothing really we can read into this. Nothing we can read. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar On the daily, yeah, constructive, very constructive up here. We've got the daily 9, gave us a bit of weakness. We are now we are looking to try and take out, move on to the upside. So this is the clear down level. This is the clear level to take out to the upside. So yeah, take that out, and I'll expect further moves. On the 12 hour. 12 hour, we got 12 hour 9 there as well. And yeah, nothing really showing up now because we are in a tightening range. Nice 4 hour 9 there, did get us back up there as well. US dollar, Japanese yen, looking good today, having a good day. Trying to invalidate that head and shoulders that looked like was going to print. But yeah, regain this horizontal, in which is we're accelerating to the next horizontal. So see how we can interact with this level. If we can get through, and we can get through here, we may start to turn around this trend, which clearly has been bearish. Correct moving average posture and slope. But yeah, this is making a good attempt to try and break it back to the upside. You can see it's not the strongest trend, and from these dailies you can see it's not the strongest downtrend. Based on the moving averages, but it is a downtrend nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, this would be one that could be reversed. Could be reversed more easier than others. Nothing. Yeah, maybe we'll get popped back above here with the 4 hour 9 and have a bit of consolidation to down. Pound Japanese yen. Yeah, it's at a level. Nice bounce off the daily 21. Pretty textbook there. Back at the level. Are we going to break above it? Are we going to break? You would have to, well, give the bulls their due, and give them a higher statistical chance of breaking through. So that is kind of what's looking like there. No TD wise, nothing TD wise, because it's just very tight. It's very tight. Very tight in this formation. So yeah, I mean, whilst you consolidate the highs like that, that is obviously clearly very bullish. Over to Canadian dollar, Swiss franc on the daily. This looking like how we're looking on the on the DXY. We've still got this rising trend line, looking to try and take out this top to get back up to the next level. Messed about with it a bit, holding it as it stands. So it's a case of buy above here, and if we do close below this level, yeah, I think that would precipitate some downside. 12 hour, yeah, you can see just more zoomed in on the 12 hour. Kind of got to make a decision here. I mean, it is still bullish even though we lose this trend line, because we are above this horizontal and obviously still making higher lows. So yeah, that still could be bullish. But yeah, the longer we do stay below here, the bearish it'll be. 4 hour 9 though, is potentially coming up. Is potentially gonna make us hold above here, and that may actually precipitate the move up. Euro Japanese yen on the daily. Euro Japanese yen on the daily, as you can see. Yeah, again, regaining this horizontal. I mean, at the moment it just looks like a back test of this trend line, so it's got to get back above it and hold above here. Obviously I prefer horizontals to trend lines, so if we do hold this horizontal, that would be bullish for me. We can play out this range and, well, potentially move further up. I mean, the top of this range is obviously new highs as it is. Anything TD wise, yeah, nice accelerating into the 9 and the 12 hour, and then that will mark the low. So nice 12 hour 9 there. Yeah, nice 12 hour 9. US dollar, Canadian dollar on the daily. US dollar, yeah, looking like it's breaking down here. Yeah, very weak this is. Clearly you can see just hovering around this horizontal, not really managing to regain it. So the bias, it probably will turn back down unless it does regain that level. It is looking weak. It's not something you'd want to hold thinking that, right, we're going to turn around here. Nothing really TD wise. Aussie dollar, US dollar on the daily. I mean, like I said, I prefer horizontals to trend lines. So we have lost the trend line, clearly back tested it, lost it, but we are within this horizontals, within above this horizontal, and whilst we're in this range, I still would give the nod to the bulls to try and be able to take out that top, been the more likely scenario. Not really much different to read on the 12 hour, and too tight to read anything really there on the 4 hour also. Wait, I need to sneeze. Oh, right, so daily on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, again, similar sort of Yeah, similar sort of pattern here, apart from we are losing horizontals here, so this is looking a bit more bearish. I would potentially be looking for a move down to the daily 200 here, and then we're going to see how we interact with this level. Will we form a head and shoulders? Will we hold it and bounce off it, or will we just catastrophically break through it? Nothing really to read off the 12-hour, and not much to read off the 4-hour either. US dollar, Swiss franc. Daily, there we are. Yeah, still sort of in this triangle. Way below the 200. Yeah. It obviously looks weak. Obviously looks like a bear flag. I would look to this level to break down. This trend line looks quite clear. If we get above here, I mean, maybe target here, we can form a box. But realistically, at some point, this looks to be looks like it is going to go down at some point. Right, US dollar, Brazilian real. These EM currencies are under pressure. As in under pressure, as this is going up, as in the US dollar going up against the Brazilian real, as in the Brazilian real getting weaker. That's what I mean by under pressure. So yeah, on the daily, you can see we are just well, we're holding relatively high here in no man's land. So you would have to have an upward bias here. Nothing TD-wise to save us as of yet. 12-hour 9, sideways to down. But obviously, if we take out this level, it will be upwards to up. Let me try and straighten this line out again. There we go. Let me get rid of the arrowhead. There we go. And let me just adjust this arrowhead a bit here. There we go. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. I wouldn't really look to the 4-hour on the basis we've got that 12-hour. Mexican peso, is this still going down? As we expected, it is indeed. This looks to be losing some of my annotations. No, it hasn't. But yeah, like I said, this was a target down here. It is looking weak. It is looking like it's going to take out this, and that will be the target if it does. So yeah, that is certainly a weak looking chart here, guys. This is looking like it's gonna come and test the 200 daily, basically. US dollar, Turkish lira, right? This is the problem. This is an important one. I think this one is driving. I've seen credible sources say the Turks are getting out of their currency. They are basically hedging their currency into Bitcoin. So when they're hedging back in and out, they're not just staying in it constantly. I would like to get this chart with a Bitcoin chart on top of it, so you can kind of see the correlation. But if we kind of look, these moves here, 5th of August, these moves here, 27th of July. Let's go over to Bitcoin on the daily. What did I say? 5th of August, 27th of July. Yeah, I mean, that's basically this big move up here, 27th of July. 5th of August. Yeah, that was that relatively big move up there. So I do think the Turkish lira is having an impact on Bitcoin with liquidity, with currency hedging. But yeah, so realistically though, there's problems in this country. There is problems with this country, basically. So I would only really expect this to go higher, and we are basically in blue skies. We are in blue skies. So yep. Yeah, looking pretty weak. Let's just have a look at this weekly just to put this into context, guys. Bloody hell. Yeah, that is a trend for you right there. A trend. Look at it. Since 2010. Since 2010, you could say 2011, it has been downhill for Turkey in an absolute catastrophic sense. So yeah, there we go. So right, guys, remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.